Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television. It's a beautiful day out here in Phoenix, Arizona. I think we're hitting about 79 as a high. So for those of you out in different parts of the country or the world in the cold and the snow, my heart goes out to you. I wish you were here. It's feeling pretty great. I'm thinking as I'm driving here, America living without consequences. And it's very interesting to see what's happened over the past few years. And, I always go back to my experience as a broker. Of course, I worked as a Wall Street broker before I ever got into the business and into the activism of sharing the cause of liberty and truth and, producing an alternative perspective of news. But what's interesting is since 2008, not only has nothing changed, but the country at large has avoided the consequences of these erroneous, reckless actions by our politicians and by Wall Street. Now, of course, a lot of people suffered in 2008. There was trillions of dollars lost. There was a huge transfer of wealth. It destroyed many people's lives. Many people lost their homes, their jobs, etc., and are still living through that fallout. But on the whole, since quantitative easing and trillions of dollars worth of bailouts and stimulus, etc., they've managed to hold this ship together pretty reasonably. And, the question a lot of Americans are asking is, how long can this gravy train last? I mean, honestly, how big can they blow this bubble up? How much credit can be extended into infinity without the dollar collapsing, without our currency becoming worthless, without, the only tangible things left being gold, silver, guns, and ammo? I mean, when do we get to that breaking point? And I just want you to realize that we will get to that breaking point, that we will have that digression and that reversion to the mean, just like we got a sneak peek of it in 2008. That was just touching the surface, because you can't, and we can't continue down this path of endless credit and running a bankrupt nation that is literally, functionally, and structurally insolvent. It just can't happen. If you're spending more money than you're taking in, if you're not already broke, you're going broke. And the only way to get out of it is to declare bankruptcy or to somehow start earning more money and bringing in more revenue and paying down the debt, or doing both, which is really the best case scenario. There's no other way to sugarcoat it. And the United States, instead of actually taking more revenue or paying down the debt, is doing the exact opposite. We're spending more, and in addition to that, taking on more debt. And so nothing has changed, and this will all come to roost and bite us in the butt in the not too distant future. And there's many Americans are going to wonder why. They're going to wonder at some point in the not too distant future why the dollars in their pockets are worth what Zimbabwe dollars used to be worth. Why they can't buy anything. Why there's anarchy in the streets and anarchy in our financial markets. It's all a byproduct of this recklessness. And there will be a consequence to pay. So you know what? As long as we're all high, and as long as we're on heroin, fantastic. Enjoy the party while it lasts. But I'm here to tell you, expect a massive hangover, America. A massive hangover. And I, quite frankly, don't think we'll survive it. I'm Christopher Green. You've been watching Green Wave TV, alternative media television. And I just deliver the Daily Wave. Hard hitting and in your face.